Alright, the box for a door here. That was the cars. Alright, so this is going to be a little kitchen box. Maybe. I don't even know. It's one of those situations where I don't know what it's going to actually, the purpose of it's going to be. Because I'm making this for my buddy Phil in New Jersey. And this is going to be an insert for the back door of his Astro van. And I normally wouldn't want to show you this at this stage. I'd wait till it was done because you can see imperfections and whatnot. It hasn't been fully sanded out and filled and everything else. But I just wanted to show it to you because I keep getting asked about it. And of course I could send this to Phil and he might have a question or two and all that good stuff. Now I have the Dutch doors. I'll show you mine in a moment. He's got the barn doors. So he just has two big doors on the back of his van. So the hole in his door is much taller than mine. Mine is only to about here, my entire box. Again, I'll show it to you in a moment. But I figure I'll show you what the intention is here. So I've got the cutting board, which is right here. And this is ash and African mahogany, and all the grain is vertical on this. So it should remain pretty stable. And you're going to be seeing my back here a little bit. I apologize, but the idea here, we're going to be using more heavy-duty hinges. This placement is not correct at the moment, as far as the hinges go. What I'm thinking about doing, I'd like this to be pretty clean across the front without too much like sticking out in the front. Like I don't want a knob on here. That's why I went with a little coin slot on mine. But what I'm going to attempt to do is use magnets. They've got those push magnets where you push them and then they pop back out to open. So I think that's what I'm going to attempt first, and mount a couple of those, or at least one of those, on the bottom of this here. And then we'll just be able to push in on it, and then hopefully it'll pop open. But you understand. So this will fold down, and boom. Now, I'll show you mine again in a minute, but I'm going to do something. I'm going to attempt to do something a little more trick on this one. I kind of feel like I still have to do that, and I hate doing it because it's sketchy. You can always screw something up. But putting the drip catch in around here, this way if you cut something that's wet or whatnot, it won't just roll off onto your feet or anything. The other thing I'm thinking about doing is drilling a hole here, and then coming in from the edge here and creating a space in here, and then basically taking the paracord and tying a knot on the end of it, cramming it in there and running it up through the narrow hole here. Then it can't pull out. And then just dressing this, maybe like a little plate or something to lock it in. This way it's serviceable and it's not in the way. You just be able to open this and let it drop. And then what I'll do is I'll have those cords going from here right up to underneath here. And I'll have like a little steel clip or something in here that'll, again, it'll be knotted and poked through. So it's serviceable and easy to change and move and everything else. So, but that's how clean this will look. And I'm considering maybe branding my logo in right here. It's visible, it's off to the side and all that good stuff. Now, where you see this is the wall of his back door. Of course, it only comes up this high, and then the window for the back door is here. So I'm going to mill up some pieces of trim that I'm going to send with him that he's going to have to fine tune to make this all work. But you'll be able to reach in here and store stuff. So there'll be an open tray the whole time. He's not going to have a sill here like I have on mine, again, because it's a different door. It just won't work. My system won't work in his. So let's walk you over. Keep in mind, this is pivoting all the way down here at the bottom. And you'll see on mine it doesn't do that. So don't go anywhere. We're going to walk you over here. So for some of you, this is way over redundant. You've seen all this before. So the benefit I had when I made this box was I'm right here at the shop. And also it was mine. So I can make all the mistakes I want to, and it doesn't matter. I mean, I've got a crack in here. I put screws in. So on the one that you just saw there, on Phil's, I should have had this wide angle. I used glue and nails, which I think will be enough. I think it'll be fine. On mine, I kind of overdid it, but I was able to take mine in and out and fit it and keep trying it. And you have to keep in mind this door is curved, so if you're going to do hinges, you need a straight part. And then mine hinges much higher because I wanted to be able to put 4x8 material in and still be able to close the door. So that's why I did that. And you see what I did here. I got a groove under here. This fits in there. I did put a couple magnets, but I never put steel in. This is still a work in progress. Nothing is done. The whole van is still a work in progress. I still want to do a fold down on this side. I've just been way too busy with other stuff. I haven't even cut the hole here for that little hasp here. I don't even use it on this door anymore. I could, but this little pin kept falling out. I tried gluing it and everything else, and nothing worked. Dave, if you're watching this, I have the part. Maybe we should tack weld it in place. A couple little tack welds on the side, and it'll stay there forever. I would like that, because I would like this to lock it out like this one here does. So anyhow, that's what you're seeing. Phil, if you're seeing this, what I'll probably do is I'll try to determine what this angle is here, the curve to this point, and give you a couple scrap pieces of 1/2-inch plywood with that angle on it, or at least one, and then I'm going to make it wider, because I don't know what all your measurements are here, and you might want to do something different on yours. I've been intending to just put like some little clips or something, or straps, so I could put some utensils in here and hold them in place, or maybe a knife. Just haven't gotten around to it. Again, he won't have a sill on his. He's just going to have a little trim piece up top. You can see how much different mine is. And but that's it. You need a little strip over here, so I'll give him a piece for here and there. And what'll happen is he'll place the box in here, then he'll butt those parts up, and he'll drill and screw and glue right into that. And then this piece will be permanently attached to the box. We'll do that across the bottom, both sides. And then you'll be able to pull it out. And when you pull it out, all these parts will be attached to that. Then you can drill your holes in it, put it back in, mark your holes in the steel, pull it back out, put your riv nuts in, put your bolts in, and that's how that thing is secured. Now mine was purposely made for the things that I had already that I knew I'd put in it. Oh man, a bunch of stuff jumping around in here. Okay, I got one of my good quality I was looking for this. This is going to go back in the house. Things like a 1967 pocket knife here. Anyhow, let's just keep that out. Of course, I'm using the new knife with the screwdriver to lock this back up in place. And that's it. So I thought you guys might get a kick out of this, because I recently got a message asking, hey, how's that thing coming? So I sent a couple pictures to Phil, and I'll send him a link to this as well. So I've already marked this, and what I'll do is I'll pre-drill a couple holes in here for him in the appropriate places where I know he can get a screw gun, and just give him those parts. He'll be able to put all that together in case he has to cut those parts, because again, I don't know, his door is completely different from mine. So this is where I got to make the hole, no big deal. And again, this will come right about at the edge of his door. It should lay out pretty much perfect. Actually, it'll come to about here. So he'll be able to lay a piece of trim right on top of here and go straight across. He can bring that to the top of this piece of plywood, all the way over across the top of this piece of plywood that'll come out 5 to 6 inches or so, and he'll be golden. Make sense? It's pretty cool. That's it for now. Have a good day. Be kind to one another. Catch you guys in the next one.